Thank you very much. These have been very inspiring examples. And on our road here to Rio, we have gathered a lot of interesting examples. I would like to also announce that we will soon publish a report on case studies, showing that you're leading by example, and this is coming up soon. This is just the practical side. Dear audience, this is a very special moment for us, founding signatories, and also particularly the PSI working team, which has given extraordinary dedication to creating the principles, and I'm just here on behalf of all of the team members. This moment would not be inclusive, as Butch has said, if we did not include all of you into this dialogue. Yet an interactive dialogue with more than 400 people is quite a challenge. This is why we brought a couple of questions we would like to share, and we would like to have your opinion on this. So you have those little devices next to you on your chair. I also have one here. And you all are now involved into a Q&A with everybody here. So I would like to come to the first question. And thank you very much for the support here. We would like to know from you, as the Principle 1 covers the consideration of ESG issues along the value chain of an insurance company, for which part of the insurance company value chain the Principle 1 is most challenging to implement. Would you think this is the company strategy? Would you think this is risk management and underwriting, product service development? Is it the claims management? Is it sales and marketing, or the investment management? And I would like to ask you now to press the appropriate number and choose. Wow, this is compelling, I think. It's most challenging to implement in a company strategy. And then we have the risk management and underwriting side and product development. Claims doesn't seem to be so critical. We have a lot of case studies also on claims, and sales and marketing and investment management come close. I would like to now ask you about, as this is about ESG topics and challenges, and would like to ask for the second question, please. Which issue needs the most urgent action from the insurance industry to reduce risks for clients and enhance the value of risk management and insurance to society? And is this, first, access to insurance for, we have heard, microinsurance, the poorer people, for aggravated risk, Charles was mentioning. Is it aging population? Is it about the elderly care, private pensions? Is it about climate change and extreme weather events? The community safety, like avoidance of social conflicts? Is it about the earthquakes, which become more frequently, obviously, in the latest times? Environmental degradation to preserve our natural capital and keep the resources? Or is it the pandemics and health risk? Please take your vote. This is compelling. Access to insurance. And then the climate change. I thought it was the other way around, but very interesting. And aging populations with the three top challenges. Let's look into the next question, please. Which part of the insurance industry value chain is most influential in raising awareness and stimulating action on environmental, social, and governance issues? Are these agents, brokers, the insurers, the reinsurers, insurance associations, or the insurance regulators and supervisors? Please cast your vote. It's the other way around. We had two number ones twice. So it's the regulators, and that points us towards where we have to look into the strategic part in the forthcoming months for our PSI initiative, I think. Now I would like to ask you the fourth question. Which sector of society can the insurance industry work together most effectively with to promote a better risk management and widespread action on environmental, social, and governance issues? We have the scientific world, we have business and industry associations, we have the policy part, the regulators, media even, the non-governmental organizations, as we've heard in the panel, or the United Nations. Please cast your vote. Well, the governments, regulators, and other policymakers. Let's look into the penultimate question. Which type of service from the UNEP FI would be most useful in supporting you, an insurer, to implement the PSI? And that's also very useful to know. Is it that UNEP FI is promoting and setting up conferences and special events? Is it the national, regional, and global networks? Is it research we need? The models, analytics, tools, and metrics? Is it training and capacity building? Or do we need a UN platform in the dialogue with the governments and other sectors of society? Or do we need a UN system, expertise, and resources on policy making and science? Please set up your vote. UN platform in dialogue with governments. It matches very well with what we have seen before with the requirements we now have. So the regulators, the dialogue with governments and other sectors of society are very crucial. I think we have a huge agenda in front of us. Well, that was the work with the UNEP FI together. Now the last question. I think it's not an easy one, to be honest. I would like to ask you which role of the insurance industry can contribute most significantly towards the transition to a sustainable economy in line with the aims of the UN Conference on Sustainable Development. Is it a role as a risk manager? Is it a role as a risk carrier? Or as an institutional investor? I'm very curious now. Please. The risk manager, well, and the institutional investor following, but the risk manager's role and knowing all types of risk and having an early warning function in society and contributing to prevention, I think that's a very important role. I thank you very much. We have done a small survey here, and I think we will get an interesting picture of a larger and enhanced survey soon with the next speaker. I thank you very much.